What's going on, everyone? I hope this message finds you all in well and in good spirits. And in this video, I want to give you guys my experience with apple cider vinegar, okay? So this is the Bragg's version. I know a lot of you have probably seen this before. So I tried this a while back. I don't know why this is so empty. I must have been experimenting with something else, but this has the mother in it. But I want to give you guys my personal experience, all right? So a while back I had acid reflux, and I was taking this because I had a friend tell me that if you drink a capful or a tablespoon, teaspoonful, whatever every day, that it'll help get rid of your acid reflux, heartburn, whatever, etc., whatever it may be. And that's exactly what this did. After 3 or 4 days, it seemed like it started easing up on my acid reflux. And I kind of just left it at that. It made me feel kind of weird at nighttime, kind of hard to sleep, stuff like that. But for the most part, there was no really any other side effects. Kind of helps you go to the bathroom a little easier, I would say. But over the past year, I decided to drink this every day for like 15 days was my goal. I was going to do it for 15 to 20 days. And just drink, a capful or a tablespoonful, whatever it may be, and that's what I was going to do. I don't remember why I was going to do this, but I do know that I'll never forget the experience I had with this, all right? So every day I drank this for about 14 to 15 days. And then once I got into that 15, 16 day mark, I started noticing that I was getting really, really anxious, really worked up, jittery. And I remember going to Walmart, and as I was going to get out of the car with my wife, I was getting really worked up with anxiety. So, and this anxiety is the same anxiety, panic attacks that I always have. Just, for some reason, I just got one out of the blue. The car came to a stop. And with the stop of the car and the tilt in my head, I kind of felt like a little dizzy and everything. And then from there on out, full-blown panic attack. And so I ran in the store. I didn't run. I walked. I called my wife to meet me halfway and basically help me get through this panic attack and to tell her, let's get out of here. I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. So my heart was beating super fast. And on the way home, sometimes everybody's panic attacks are a little different. So on the way home, it lasted, I'd say, probably about a minute, and then it went away. Okay, so I was about, 15 miles, 10, 15 miles away from home. So after that minute and a half, whatever it was, I didn't time it. I started catching my breath again. I started to relax. And then I got about a mile further up the road, and then boom, another panic attack. So I've actually never done this before, to where I had a panic attack after a panic attack like that. So now I'm really freaking out. Like, I don't know, maybe I really do need to go to the hospital on this one. So I breathed my way through that. I'm telling my wife at this point almost to pull over and let me get out of the car and get my hands above my head and try to really catch my breath. Because you guys know if you're having a panic attack like that, it's really hard just to sit still, and especially in a car, just stuck like that. I personally feel like I have to get up and move around a little bit and try to breathe through it. But as we get, a little bit further up the road, that one's going away. And then I'm like, okay, so here it goes. It's gone away. And then boom, all of a sudden again, I have another one. So this is the third one. So now I'm really freaking out. And I'm like, okay, so take a right here, and this will bring us around to the hospital just in case I don't make it, because I've never had 3 panic attacks back to back in a row. So we get over by the hospital, and then as we get there, she's like, well, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, okay, so I feel like it's going away now. Let's just go ahead and go home. So we get up to the next red light, which is probably about another mile and a half, 2 miles down the road. And then boom, I have another one. So this is number 4. So now I'm actually freaking out at this point. So I've had 4 panic attacks back to back to back to back like that. And it's really scary because I've never had that many. I usually just have 1, and then I'm all messed up for the day, but I've never had 4 like that. So I'm really freaking out now. And I'm like, okay, let's just get home. Let me get some water in me, something like that. And before we get actually to the house, it calms down again. Now we get to the house, I start walking up the stairs, and as soon as I get up the stairs, bam, I'm on number 5 panic attack, which is by far the scariest thing that I've ever dealt with in my life, because like I said, it's usually one and done. It's never back to back like that. So once again, I'm panicking, I'm freaking out. My heart feels like it's about to explode. I get me some water, lay down in bed, try to catch my breath. And then about 10 minutes later, I had another small one. So I actually had 6 panic attacks back to back to back like this. And by this time, I'm absolutely freaking out. It took me like 2 or 3 days to actually recover from all this, panic and anxiety and tightness. And I believe it was all due to this apple cider vinegar here, guys. Now, those of you that watch the channel know that I have panic and anxiety attacks, but nothing like this. And I believe there's something in here I'm allergic to, or I actually flushed out a lot of stuff in my body with this here, because this is supposed to be like some kind of toxin remover. I don't know exactly what it does. I just know it's supposed to kind of help flush you out a little bit. And I believe that this actually washed out all the good stuff that I had in my body as far as minerals, anything like that. I think it kind of flushed it out of there. And whether it flushed it out of my liver or just my bloodstream, period, I don't know. But I believe it flushed it all out. And that's what caused me to have back-to-back panic attacks. So if you guys have ever had any bad experience with this apple cider vinegar here, let me know in the comments down below, because I know there's a lot of people that swear by it. They have all these good symptoms and side effects and everything like that. But the only thing it did for me, even the times before when I was barely drinking any, was it helped actually get rid of my heartburn, acid reflux. So that was cool about it, but I never drank it for 15 days straight, 14, 15 days straight, anything like that. I only did it for like 3 or 4 days, and it gave me like a little bit of jitters here and there, but it never did anything like this. And I'm pinpointing down to this because this was the only thing different I was doing in my life at the time, other than just my normal daily routine and other medications that I take or anything like that. Foods, everything was the same. It was only this is the only thing I did for that many days in a row. And I'll tell you what, I started reading up on a forum of people drinking apple cider vinegar, and there was a lot of people complaining more than there was people having positive results about it. And there was one guy on there that actually had a lot of the same symptoms that I had, and it made me feel really relieved, and that's why I believe it was this product right here. So those of you that have anxiety, I would say personally, probably stay away from this. Now, if you do have anxiety and it's helping you, definitely leave a comment down below, because I'd like to know about that. But this here actually triggered my anxiety really bad, and it took me about, I'm going to say, it took probably 14 days to actually fully feel like this stuff was completely out of my system. So what I did after this was drink a lot of water every day to try to help kind of flush this stuff out of my system, because I just wanted it out, man. I've never felt like that before. It literally felt like I'd been injected with some kind of crazy disease, and I just was everywhere just trembling. It felt like my blood pressure was crazy high. And I will never drink this stuff ever again. I don't even know why I still have it. I'm glad I do. I'm glad I do still have it. Like I said, it's almost gone, but I'm glad I still have it so I can make this video and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So, but after this video is definitely going in the trash. I'm literally scared to death of this product right here and what it will do to my anxiety. So, other than that, it may be good for some people, but for me personally, it's a no-go. I will never touch this stuff ever again, man. So, like I said, if you guys have personally drank this stuff before and not had any side effects, let me know in the comments down below. If you're thinking about it, I would say no, I wouldn't try it, especially if you have any anxiety or panic attack or problems. I would not try this, drinking this every day like that, just because what happened to me. I'm not sure if it'll happen to you, but I would rather that not happen to anybody that watches my channel. So that's why I'm putting this out right here. And yeah, with that being said, guys, that is the end of this video. If you guys have any topics that you would like me to talk about, anything else that I may be able to answer, I know some of you guys asked if I had an email. I'll start leaving an email down below where you guys can message me if you need to. And yeah, so with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next one. That email is going to be rick80james33@gmail.com, all right? And I'll leave it down below from now on, as long as I can remember, all right? So like I said, you guys have any questions, hit me up through that email or leave a comment down below. And maybe I can make the next video for you guys about your own topic, all right? See you guys in the next one.